Curry back at you with another video, and today we will be talking about what I learned during my first semester at Spelman College. So there were actually a lot of things that I learned as a first semester freshman at Spelman College. It was really hard to make a list of the top 10 things I learned, so please bear with me. Some of it might be a little repetitive, but honestly, some of y'all need to hear this over and over again because I wish it had stuck in my brain when I was going through college for the first couple of months. Also, I do understand that a lot of people may not know exactly what Spelman is, and you may have come upon this video to kind of get a better grasp of what Spelman is. So Spelman is a historically black college university, actually the #1 HBCU. Get on our level. I don't want to hear it. We are the best, period. Okay, let me focus. As you can see, I get a little excited. So Spelman is an all-women's HBCU located in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's honestly, I definitely would look into Spelman, and I really hope that you get the information that you need from either my videos or from other YouTubers, because there are so many Spelman YouTubers that are really, really helpful and that helped me as I was getting ready to go to Spelman, or I was going through the college process. So definitely check those out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. As a Spelmanite, you learn two things. 1, hustle. 2, finesse. Matter of fact, I don't think that I know a Spelmanite who does not know how to either hustle or finesse. We all know how to do it. I swear it's in our common core, how to hustle and finesse 101. So basically, if you don't already know this, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. When you're a college student, you're gonna be broke. I mean broke. There were times when I had 19 cents in my account. I was calling my parents I don't know if I'm about that life anymore. So be ready for that. But the thing that I've learned at Spelman, you need to pick up a side hustle. So a lot of girls will have a passion or they'll have a talent and they will use that to make money off of it. A lot of girls at Spelman know how to do nails. A lot of girls at Spelman know how to do hair, and they will charge you for it. And honestly, it's completely genius. I don't even feel bad paying for other students to do my hair, paying for other students to do my nails or stuff like that, because it's I respect the side hustle, and I know that you're also supporting students and you're supporting black students. So really side hustles to me are so inspiring, because it's nothing's gonna hold a Spelmanite down. And continuing on for hustling, Spelmanites know how to hustle for money. We know how to hustle for scholarships. We know how to hustle for opportunities. And that's so important, because at Spelman, these scholarships and these opportunities are there if you look for them. Hustle for your opportunities and hustle for your future. If there's one thing that I learned at Spelman, it's the hustle does not stop, but it's really rewarding. And I'll get into that later with other topics, but for right now, that's a really key point. Going on to finessing. More housemen stay mad because Spelmanites stay finessing. Bro, we finesse for food. We finesse for grades. We finesse just to finesse. Finessing will get you so far too. Learn the art of finessing. Yeah, finessing will get you so far. If you learn how to finesse, all jokes aside, it's kind of like hustling. If you pair those two together, you are literally unstoppable. And I think that that's why Spelmanites, we're so heavy on that, because once you learn these two and you have discipline involved in it, it's over. You'll dominate. Okay, I can't stress this lesson enough. It is not cute to not try in your classes. It's not. It's really not. Because, let me tell you something, and I don't know if anybody's ever told you this. College is not high school. And you think that this sounds very simple, but you don't understand. You can fail out of college. I feel in high school, you have a lot of teachers there who are rooting for you and who are checking up on you, and while and you have a support system at home and stuff like that. And not saying that the teachers aren't rooting for you here, and not saying that you don't have a support system, but it is so easy to fail in college, to not study for stuff, to not show up to classes, because no one's holding you accountable for that. you don't have to study, especially when it's like finals week and stuff, because some people really do treat it like it's a joke. Like, you think that I'm just saying this to say this, but I'm being dead serious. Like, you can fail college. You can. So, like, here are the things that I learned that kind of helped me to stay on top of stuff and to really just like try my hardest. So the first one is like, always use your resources. Like I said previously, Spelman has the resources that you need. All you have to do is ask. Like, if you need help with like math, there's a math lab. Because I remember I went to the math lab once, and I'll get into that later too. But like, if you need help with writing, there's a writing center. If you need to study somewhere, there's like the science center, which is open 24/7, or you can go to Woody. Be careful about that. Again, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But like, yeah, these resources are there if you need it. Like, talk to your teachers, bro. Like, that's another point. Talk to your teachers. Build a relationship with your teachers. And everybody says this, but I can literally not stress this enough. Go to the office hours of your teacher. Not only is that, like, I don't understand not going to office hours. Like, they're literally giving you information on your class. Like, they are literally telling you what you need to learn. Like, my math teacher really helped me out, because I would go to her for homework. I would go to her right before tests or a quiz. And I would just go to her if I just didn't understand a concept. And she always had me prepped for my exams. Like, she always, like, I never got anything less than an A- in that class, because she was always supporting me. And matter of fact, on the exam, the final exam, I had missed some class towards the end of the semester. So I didn't really understand one of the lessons. And because I had a relationship with her, she really like helped my grade. She was like, I know you're a good student. I know you try. And she boosted my grade because I'm present and I'm there and I have a relationship with my teachers. Another example was my English teacher, who honestly is the best woman in the world. Literally love her. Basically towards the end of the year, we have a paper, and all of our grades in our class were either participation or they were papers. And I didn't do like too hot on the last paper. It was like a B+. And because of that, my grade was 1 point away from an A. I was like A-. And she was literally like, if you revise this paper, like, and it was past the point that the paper was due. She was like, if you revise this paper and you revise your other papers, you can have an A in this class. Like, and I was like, revising so fast. I mean, I got that email and I revised immediately. Like, you need to build a relationship with your teacher, because that is the difference between you having a B+ and an A. So like, really, I cannot stress that enough. Also, put in the effort. Put in the effort. Don't be the guy that doesn't study and then at the end of the year is like harassing your teachers like, I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't put in the effort the whole semester. And I'm gonna call some people out, because really, like, there are people who really just won't show up to class, really won't put in effort. And then it's finals week and they're the main ones asking other students for their study guides, asking other students for help with this and that. And you're harassing your teachers and stuff. Don't be that guy, because nobody likes that guy. So just put in the effort throughout the year. Make sure that you're disciplining yourself. And like, if the hard work will pay off, because it's not cute to not try. Like, it's not. And at some point, people are not going to help you if they feel like you're not trying. So honestly, put in the effort when you can. This is one of my favorite lessons that I learned since I was like in the AUC. It's say yes, get out of your comfort zone. And everybody always says this, but when you put it into action, like, I'm literally telling you, the amount of opportunities that you can have and the memories that you will make is insane. So like previously stated, there are endless opportunities on this campus. You just have to say yes. So for me, some of the opportunities that I really like optimized for myself, and some of the things that I said yes to, was like running for first year class council. Also, I said yes to running to be a house queen. And this is probably, like, honestly, out of all the things that I've like done in my life, this has to be like top 3. Being a house queen has been one of the best experiences ever. Like, essentially, if you don't know what a house queen is, so at Morehouse, they have first year houses. They're not dorms, they're houses, period. So the first year houses all have a house queen, which is kind of the female representative of that house. So I'm the female representative of Graves Hall. So Graves Hall, also known as the first house and the best house, period, G5 till I die. But anyways, so Graves is my house, and I essentially am on their house council. I sit in on their meetings. I really talk to the boys, and that was really one of the best experiences ever, because you're meeting guys at Morehouse and you're really talking to them and becoming their friend, and you're also making sure that their needs are catered to. So that was one of the best experiences ever. Like, campaigning was so much fun because you get to meet these guys and they're so nice and they're so funny. Like, my house is genuine. I literally love my house so much. And also, like, after that, there was the pageant. So, and having all of my friends come and support me, and having my house there too, like, easily one of the most rewarding things of my life, honestly, to have all that, like, that many people, like, cheering for me and supporting me. So honestly, yeah, saying yes to these things, it may seem scary, but it is so rewarding when you do. College is hard because you're away from your family, which for a lot of people, that means you're away from your support system. So, and that can take a mental toll. Like, college takes a mental toll on everybody. It is so hard. Like, the amount of breakdowns that I've witnessed is, like, honestly, like, sad, because it's so hard. There's a lot of pressure, and especially when you're going to somewhere like Spelman, like, that's so much pressure. It's so hard trying to balance all of these things. And so sometimes you really do need a mental day, and I mean, like, a mental day from friends and maybe even your classes. I'm not advising skipping whole weeks of class. If, like, the idea, like, if whatever you're going through is, like, really impacting your schoolwork to that level, you really do need to be seeking help, which is not a bad thing, because seeking help, like, honestly, we need to really normalize that, and I really appreciate that Spelman, like, normalizes seeking help. So on the days that you need a mental health day, like, all you need to do is, like, you need to email your teachers, tell them what's going on, because I promise you your teachers will understand. Because if you're not right in your head, you don't need to be in a learning environment, because you're not going to learn it anyways, and two, you're just kind of ignoring how you're feeling, and you need to really address what's going on inside of you. It's okay if you don't have it together. I learned that, and it's really hard as someone who's a perfectionist. It is okay to not have your stuff together. It is okay to not know what you're doing. It is okay to change your major. It's okay to, like, change your friend group. Like, you are changing right now. Do what is best for you, and do what is best for your growth. So, your friends are your support system, bro. Never in my life have I had, like, friends that were this supportive. And I mean, like, friends who would literally die for me, like, get into fights for me. Like, my friends are my support system, because, like, this is your home away from home. So it's important to build a family here, just like you have a family at home. In college, you're gonna take a lot of L's. You're gonna take a lot of L's. So many L's. So make sure that you have a group of people who will take you to cookout after you take that L, and they may be like, why'd you do that, Nia? Why'd you do it? But they'll still love you, and they'll still push you to be the best person that you can be. And honestly, like, the people that I have started to surround myself with always push me to be the best person that I can be. They always believe in me. They've always, like, seen the good in me. They never, ever lose their patience with me, because, like, honestly, when you have friends like that, that makes you want to be a better person. It makes you want to maximize your potential, because when people believe in you, you start to believe in yourself. So also, like, finding your friend group makes everything else better. So my friends made homecoming so much fun. Like, homecoming by itself is already fun, but when you have the right group to go with, it's 10 times better. And my friends made every weekend an adventure for me. Like, they made every day, honestly, every day an adventure for me. And every late night jam session or food run or, like, library study time was just so much fun for me, because I was with people that I love and people who love me. So, like, honestly, I found myself over the break kind of missing my little library runs, and I don't even like the library like that, but it's because I went with my friends, and because we all were, like, enjoying each other's company. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were very serious. We studied a lot, but, like, we were enjoying each other's company. And again, when I think about one of the best memories from this year, it's my friends supporting me at my pageant. Like, honestly, that to me, like, it literally almost makes me want to cry, because there was so many people and they had made signs, and like my house came out and supported me, and my friends were front row and they were just cheering me on. And it's stuff like that, like it is people like that you want to have in your life, especially when you're going through this really transformative time. So yeah. But with that, be on your guard, because not everybody is your friend. And that is a lesson that I learned kind of late, because I'm a very trusting person. I love people, but like, not everybody has your best interest at heart. Not everybody is your ride or die. Not everybody is your homie. Some people need to be handled with safe distance. Not everybody is in your corner, boo. And that is a very hard lesson to learn when you're someone like me who like really, really likes people. So the AUC is very, very tiny. It is like, we all know each other because we always see each other. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, I see the same 20 people every day. And so like, the AUC is super duper small. And with that being said, it is so easy for things to get spread if you tell the wrong person. It has happened numerous times to numerous people where someone has trusted somebody else with a secret, and it's wound up all the way in Du Bois. Like, it's wound up, like, how does all of LLC know about this one secret when none of us were involved in it? So just kind of be careful who you're opening up to and who you're letting in your life, because I would hate for stuff that you want to keep private to wind up all over campus, especially considering that everybody talks. Because there's so much that's said in the AUC that's never true, and the likelihood of something being said about you, especially if you're doing your thing, is really high. So you just really got to keep it pushing and just know who's a friend, who's a foe, and who needs to be kept at a safe distance. With that being said, I will say you need to be careful about what you're posting online. You need to be careful about what you say, because trust me, there is always someone who sees. There's somebody who will say something, and there's somebody who's definitely watching. Like, I definitely thought that this was a joke, but people are watching, people are listening, and people will say stuff. So you need to be aware of that. Like, you need to know what stuff should be said to your circle, and what stuff just needs to be said to your mama, and what stuff just doesn't need to be said at all. So yeah. The last thing, believe in yourself. I wish I could scream this from the rooftops. I wish I could write it 1,000 times on my wall. I wish I could implement this in my life. But it is something that I've learned in my first semester, and it's something that I'm continuing to learn, is you have to believe in yourself. You have to be your number one supporter. You have to show up for yourself, because while your friends can believe in you and your teachers can believe in you, if you do not believe in yourself, what is this for? I think for me, I don't entirely always believe in myself, and it shows. It shows in the way that you perform. It shows in the effort that you give. You have to be willing to take yourself seriously. You have to be willing to take your dreams seriously, and your goals and your aspirations seriously. You have to believe that you can accomplish these things, because if you give up on yourself, then none of this is worth it. Like, it is so easy to kind of compare yourself to other people at Spelman, and compare your experiences to other people's experiences at Spelman and at Morehouse. But this is your life. This is what you make it. But you have to believe in yourself. There are going to be people who doubt you. There were enough people who doubted me. You're going to doubt yourself. But honestly, like, you need to stop that little voice in your head, and you need to be like, I can do this. Sometimes all you need is to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and be like, I can do this. I can accomplish this. Because let me tell you what, when it's 2 a.m, and you're in Upper Manly and you're trying to study and no one else is there, and it is just you and your homework, and that believing in yourself, and you telling yourself, I can do this, is how you succeed. It's how you finish your work. It's how you get the things that you want. You have to believe that you can achieve these things, because if you don't, you won't. Like, I cannot stress that enough. You have to believe in yourself. Like, I still need to do that. Like, it really took somebody telling me to be like, so it took somebody literally being like, you don't believe in yourself. You're just coasting through life and you're too scared to go after the things you want, for me to like kind of reevaluate my life and be like, you're right. I'm not happy with the way that I'm living my life. I'm not maximizing my potential. So really just believe in yourself. That sounds so cheesy, but if you can do that and pair that up with hustling and finessing, girl, you are unstoppable. So that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this advice can help you, especially for girls who are coming in the fall and who really just wanted to get a taste of what's going on in Spelman. If you want to keep up with me, if you want to keep up with my life at Spelman, please be sure to like and hit subscribe, and also watch my other videos. Another way that you can stay in touch with me is by following my blog Wander, which will be in the description box below, or following me on Instagram, which will also be in the description box below. Thank you so much for everything. I hope that I gave you good advice tonight, and I will see you guys later.